guys, so welcome to the first episode and the introductory episode to Keeping Up with the Hornets, the podcast. So we thought it'd be a great idea to do this first episode as an introduction so you guys can get to know who we are and what this podcast is about. So we're going to start off with introductions. I'm Victoria Arietta. I am a sophomore here at Bishop Moore, and I am involved in the St. Catherine Order, which is the art club. I am involved in Hippocratic Society, HOSA, Hornet House, and the HOCO committee. And so I'm very excited the clubs I'm involved in this year. I love art, I love painting, and I'm very interested in the medical field, so I'm doing Hippocratic and HOSA. And I think I'm mainly excited for that because of the things that you learn from that. You kind of get a little look into what the field might be, the skills you need for it. So I'm very excited for this year.
All right.
How about you?
I am Nate Garbark. I am a sophomore, and I am involved in Hippocratic Society, Fishing Club, Leadership Team, and Hornet Productions. I am really happy with all the clubs that I am in. Hippocratic Society because I hope to go into the medical field one day. I love to fish, so I'm in Fishing Club. Hornet Productions, I love to take photos. I thrive off of taking photos, so that's why I joined that. And leadership, I feel like leadership will be a good thing for me to improve as a leader. So yeah. Sophia?
Hi, I'm Sophia Nunez, and I am involved in Hornet Productions and Black and Gold Brigade. The Black and Gold Brigade is the band here at Bishop Moore Catholic, and I learned so many things from both programs. But mostly I've learned a lot from band, the hand-eye coordination, that it's helped me improve it a lot, especially since I'm going into the veterinary field and I'm also a sophomore, that one small mistake it could just screw up something. So I want to improve in that, and that's what the band has helped me do.
Yeah, and so I think that since we're serving in so many roles, that it could be kind of considered as a leadership role.
Yeah.
Even though, you're in leadership, so mainly for you.
Yeah.
That really helps us going on later in life because you gain that experience.
Yeah.
But enough about us. It's time to talk about what the podcast is about. So, Nate, do you kind of want to talk about what we're doing here and what our segments are?
Yeah, so here at Keeping Up with the Hornets, we will have three main segments. We will have sports, we will have clubs and programs, and we will have Hornet of the Month. So for sports, we will just contact any sport here at Bishop Moore and just ask them hey, would you want to do an interview? And we will interview them about what was their experience, what got them into the sport, and how has the sport helped them. And also where they see themselves, do they see themselves continuing in getting a career with that sport, but also to kind of spread awareness for those other sports that probably not many people know we have at this school, to also intrigue the minds of our viewers. For clubs and programs, we will interview hopefully all the clubs here at school and the programs. We will, and the purpose of that is so other students can have an idea of oh, this club is pretty cool, maybe I should join it. And Hippocratic Society, Victoria and I, we're interested in the medical field, so that's a good club, so whatever. Yeah, the main goal of that is whatever club you're interested in, we're going to interview them, and hopefully they can intrigue your mind on that. For Hornet of the Month, we will have anyone who has an interesting story or has had some academic success, and we will interview them about kind of their life story, and if it was an academic success, how they feel about that, and also if they could give words of wisdom to our audience, and just to kind of spark the imaginations. And if you have an interesting story, we would also love to hear that, because we the main goal of this podcast is just to kind of not only get to know the person we're interviewing, but also for the person we're interviewing, for our viewers to also know that person as well, and
To
also
share
what
the
they
story.
also what they have to offer and to share the story. So yeah.
So, Sophia,
Yes.
what are you most excited to get from this podcast? You know, we have a lot of things that we're going to be doing, a lot of exciting opportunities.
Mhm.
So what are you like looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to just basically everything about this podcast, like the segments, like Hornet of the Month. But like, I'm really excited that we started this podcast.
Yeah.
It's just I don't really know what to say, but I think that we should that that there's like I don't know, I'm just excited about all the segments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I've kind of mentioned this to you guys a lot, so you probably already know this, but
Yeah.
I love books a lot. I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to books,
Mhm.
and I love knowing people's stories. Of course,
Yeah.
Fiction. I love fiction, but nonfiction is one of my favorites. I think when I was younger, I got so inspired by people who have done so much good in the world, and I was like, wow, like I want to be like them one day.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to get to know everyone's stories, get to know who they are, get to know how they got there. It's when you do something like, we're going to have a guest, right? And they have had an incredible academic success that we're going to talk about. And it's like, I really want to know how they got there. And I'm sure a lot of people would want to know how they got there as well. So that's mainly what I'm excited for. How about you, Nate?
Yeah, really just like I'm really honestly excited for the clubs,
Yeah.
interviewing them, because I love to hear about like, oh, well, how did this happen? What's the goal of this? And hopefully to spark the imaginations or the minds of other of our viewers, to hopefully get them intrigued in that club, so that they can, find people who also have similar interests in them, so that they can also, meet new people,
Yeah.
have fun in the club, and also grow as a person,
And I feel like that's important too, because there's a lot of clubs that maybe people don't really know about,
Oh, yeah.
and if they knew about it, they could be, they may have an interest in it. And when they find out that exists, it's like, I didn't know this was here before. I should
Yeah.
do it. This
Yeah.
is like something that I think I would really enjoy, and I would like to put my time into it. So like, I completely understand why you'd be excited for the clubs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
with Sophia, I mean, I agree with you. I'm excited for everything.
Yeah.
It's so hard to pick one thing to be
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
So, and kind of regarding, because I'm sure people would have questions on it, and we've
yeah.
talked about this a lot. When are we going to upload?
All right. So, when we are going to upload, so we will have all 3 segments published within the month. So, like for October, we'll have all our first 3 segments published before the month of November, and you can expect them to come out weekly, I would say. But again, it's a matter of if we can find those people, get them in time to start filming. But yeah, we'll keep track with that.
And so our viewers can know, it's yes, like maybe we'll like contact someone, but if you have an interesting story, or if you have a success, if you started something that you're really proud of, if you want to get the word out about a club or about your sport, talk about your process, you guys can always contact us, always come to the studio and kind of tell us what's going on, and we can figure something out. And I think that's great that
Yeah.
this is being run by students, and we're interviewing students. They can just come to us, and we would be so excited to get the word out. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like you said, but not even if you just have an interesting story. Like if you're a part of a sports team or a club, and you're like, hey, I want to get this, to get an interview. Yeah, just come contact one of us or find us, or just come to the studio, and we'll make it happen.
Definitely. I am very excited.
Yeah.
I've mentioned this a lot. And I'm very glad we started this. We kind of came together and we did it.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to see where this goes.
Yeah.
So we have, we have so much to do, so many things to plan.
Yeah.
And I'm very big, I love planning things, love planning parties, love
Yes.
planning events, love planning every little thing in my life. I'm pretty sure I have the next 10 years of my life planned in a book somewhere.
Yeah.
Gotta look for that. So I'm very excited for us to plan what's next, to see where this goes, because I'm sure that if we try, we put our will into it, this can be amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Do you have something to say?
Yeah, we put the time, the dedication, the work into making this podcast work. I think we have a great team of people set up. And I think if, we all put in equal amount of work, we can definitely get this to be a pretty successful podcast.
Yeah.
And when we do graduate, we can hopefully pass that torch on to another set of students who we have hopefully inspired, so that they can also continue this podcast or something similar.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys have noticed or any of our viewers have noticed, but those shirts that the band wears under the black pants, right? That says Black and Gold Brigade on the front, but on the back it says attitude is everything. So the amount of attitude that we put towards coming to record these episodes for our viewers is what they'll expect from us. If they see us with a good attitude, they're gonna not really expect, but know that we're happy to do this.
This is something that we're very excited, and
Very excited.
I mean, we've said it so much the past couple minutes.
Yeah.
We are so pumped for this and so excited. I just can't begin to picture how amazing these next months are going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Because, we all get to work together, and I know you mentioned that we have an amazing team, and unfortunately they couldn't be here, but we have our amazing editor, James, and our amazing writer, Mallory, and we couldn't do this without them.
Oh yeah.
Of course, we're here, we're going to be interviewing everyone, but they're the backbone of our
They are.
team. And so I'm so excited that the 5 of us are all going to be working together.
Yeah.
And so I think if no one else has anything to say,
That's about
that's
it.
going to be it
Yeah.
for today.
We hope
So,
to
Yeah.
see you, or hopefully interview you in the future if you're
Yes.
interested. But yeah, just enjoy the podcast. We'll try our hardest.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's all for today. Go Hornets, and we hope to see you soon. Bye, guys.